Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. On the weekend, Atletico Madrid gave us the chance to go within 6 points of them and really reignite this La Liga title race. We've drawn at home to Cádiz. A disaster of a result. We dominated the whole game. Cádiz were barely in our box, never mind our half. And you know what? 88th minute, Lenglet gives away a penalty. 1-1 is the final score. A disaster, a disappointment. It's painful again for Barcelona. What can we even say anymore? Again, we're here after a match in absolute despair. Let's get started. And I think the first issue here with this match review will of course be starting with the lineup, guys. And look at the lineup. It's the same one that started against PSG. And I don't know what Koeman's intention was here. Maybe he was just saying, look, I want to get these players out again because I want them to redeem themselves. Maybe he was thinking this is my best team and I want it playing together until we play the matches against Sevilla and PSG later on. But whatever the reasoning was, for me this just sends out a bad message. When you lose 4-1 at home in the Champions League, for me, you immediately change players. You change the players who are playing poorly, such as Busquets, who by the way had a really good game today, but still, you just make statements. So Busquets can come out. Dembélé was okay today, he made things happen, but still, you can make statements, you take them out. We had Trincao and Ricky Puig there waiting to play football for us, both of it quite dangerous, off the bench. And then you've got players like Lenglet at the back, by the way, guys, who again, he lost us the points today. An awful challenge in the last minute of the game. Gives Cádiz a free goal when they weren't even attacking us, and that's what happens when we have people like this in defence. Another disaster is what happened, guys. And look, the lineup, it didn't help. Barca went out with that team. Whatever the lineup was, we should have won today. We know that. Cádiz barely attacked, but we paid the price for playing the same old people. And the game started and pretty much finished actually exactly how you would expect it. Look, from minute 1 to 90, Barcelona possession, a chance every 10 minutes or so, not really much going on. Cádiz, 11 men behind the ball. A little bit dull. I think Barca tried to play with that intensity at least in the first half. Of course, we went 1-0 up for a Messi penalty. Pedri was fouled in the penalty area there, so well done to Messi. He gets us 1-0 up. From there, we just needed the second goal the whole game. We were constantly having the ball. Cádiz only had a few chances there from the counter-attacks, as you would expect. You know, Sobrino had a good chance on the goal line that he missed. But Barcelona, some positives if there can be any after that game. I thought Pedri, again, was outstanding. One of the top young players in Europe. Again, guys, an elite little footballer. And yeah, this guy's an absolute joy to watch. I thought Dest also, we said he needed a big game at right back. I thought he was excellent today, especially going forward. So well done to Dest and Pedri. I thought they had really positive games. Other than that, yeah, it was probably a little bit slow from Barcelona. We know how difficult it is playing against Cádiz because they just play that horrible defensive football. It's extremely deep. It's really difficult to carve out chances in. And you know what we've done? We've let them play their game plan there. So half-time, 1-0 Barcelona. At least we're in control. I think we were all hoping in that second half, let's get the second, let's get the third. Let's just wrap up this game. Of course we know that never happened. Because in that second half, it was, as again, more of the same. Pedri getting on the ball, doing good link-up play with Messi. Messi certainly had a few chances. You look at the one that he tried to square for Griezmann there. You also have players like Ousmane Dembélé, who made a really good run through the heart of the Cádiz defence, and he just tried to cut back there and he couldn't finish it. But I think the issue right throughout the game today, and right throughout the season, to be honest, is our lack of finishing. We've said that all season long. The chaos at the back and the lack of potency in the final third. Because whilst Barcelona had a few good chances today, you know, some good play, nice intricate football, we tried to get around that Cádiz wall. Once we're actually in the penalty area, we're looking for a goal. That's the ultimate goal of football, isn't it? We need the ball in the back of the net. And again, we've only scored from the penalty spot today against Cádiz. 15th spot Cádiz, who don't attack us, guys. We have to create more. We have to score more is the most important thing, guys, because once we get there, our finishing is so bad. It's just dangerous for an elite team, a top team. We just can't compete, basically, and we saw that in the Champions League with our defence, with our lack of potency in the final third. We simply cannot compete, and it happened again today, guys. We let go of the lead, and we just didn't ever take our chances. And Koeman did, of course, ring the changes in that second half. Pjanic came on, Ricky came on, Trincao came on. You also had Mingueza coming on at right back, Braithwaite come on up front. So I believe all 5 subs were made there. Probably deteriorated our play overall. You look at players like Braithwaite, just again had no impact on the game. Trincao again, he got involved a little bit. I thought Ricky was bright off the bench. Pjanic was okay. Mingueza at right back, you know, he was only on for the last 10 minutes or so. I thought he did a decent game. But of course, we all know what happened here. And I think this was basically coming because we've said all game long against Cádiz, what we need is the second goal. We have to find the second goal, guys. We have to kill this football match. We never did it. And we let ourselves have the chance of slipping up. Look, deep down, I honestly didn't think we would slip up because Cádiz, they just didn't show enough attackingly. They weren't threatening us enough. But you know what? When it's only 1-0, when you haven't killed your chances, you run the risk of making an error, of giving Cádiz a late equaliser. And their game plan just worked to absolute perfection here, didn't it? Defending all game, constantly parking in their own penalty area. They get up front, they toss a hopeless ball into the box, really. Lenglet gets there late. He swings a boot at Sobrino, I believe it is. He goes down, penalty Cádiz. Such a cheap decision, and we're all fuming here as Barcelona fans. I think Lenglet has been someone who we've all been irritated at for a while now, probably furious in the last weeks if we're being honest with ourselves. Too many errors at the back. He's an absolute shadow of his former self, if we're being honest with ourselves. I felt when he first signed from Sevilla, even last season also, he was actually a really solid centre-back for Barcelona, but let's just get it in our heads, guys. The guy is just so bad at the back. It's really painful to watch, and he can't play anymore. We said it in the preview. Mingueza should start this game. I don't know why he wasn't starting, but in the future, Lenglet cannot play, especially in important matches, but even in one like this, where there's literally no risk against Cádiz because they don't bloody attack you. He's still messed up. He lashes out of Sobrino's ankle. It's Alex Fernandez who scores the penalty. 88 minutes, Barcelona tried lobbing balls into the box for the last minutes. Piqué went up front and whatnot. Ledesma made a good save, it was already offside. Offsides, by the way, Barcelona scored 2 offside goals. I believe both the correct decisions in the first half. But other than that, guys, same old story. We didn't kill the game. We weren't sharp enough in the final third. And the errors at the back from players like Lenglet are just killing this team. And it is such an irritating result, this. It wrenches your heart out because you know what? We actually had a chance to do something in La Liga. I know that sounds bizarre. Look how many points we've dropped. But you know what? We had a chance. Atletico keep dropping points. It's Real Madrid versus Atletico, by the way, in just a few weeks. If Barcelona kept winning some games, we would be about 2 points behind them with not long left of the season. We'd be in a great spot to mount a title challenge. Look what we keep doing though, guys. We've had so many chances and we just throw it away. I cannot believe it, honestly. This game you thought, we have to win at least against Cádiz at home, no? Well, no, we haven't done it. We haven't won. Barcelona dropped more points, and in disastrous fashion. And that probably is where I'm going to end this video, guys. I'm sure you guys are all raging and have got so much to say. I'm probably going to cap it at that, if I'm being honest. I did quite a short match preview for this one. We're probably all feeling quite down right now. I think when you watch that game, yes, we tried to create some things. It was a little bit slow, in my opinion. I know how hard it is playing against a wall like that, but you have to kill it. You have to get the second goal, honestly. And when you concede a penalty like that from a player like Lenglet, it's just irritating, so frustrating. And we had a chance to go, 6 points behind Atletico, and knowing they're playing Real Madrid in just a few weeks, knowing they've got hard fixtures. We have Elche midweek, then we've got Sevilla, then I believe we've got Osasuna. So we've got games that we can actually make a stamp in, guys. Now, yes, we can still win those games, but let's be honest with ourselves. How many points are we going to drop? How many bad results are we going to get this season under Ronald Koeman? It's just getting painful now, and again, it's been another disaster of a season so far for Barcelona when all things come down to it. Yes, it could be valuable as a transitional one for future seasons. I definitely still think that doesn't change after 1 or 2 games. You know, we've brought plenty of young players through, but seeing some of these guys out there, seeing some of the stuff this Barcelona team are doing, I'll tell you right now, this isn't a proper Barcelona team, you know. It's a shadow of its former self, and it is just sad coming back every week, isn't it, and seeing these sorts of things happening. It really is when you just take a step back and think, wow, this is us right now. Look at us, what an absolute mess we are, and that's what saddens me the most, really, about this current situation. So that's what I'm going to leave it, guys, before I go on any further. You know, won't bore you anymore with this sort of depressing talk about Barcelona. That's where I'll leave it. We'll be back very soon, of course. We've got Elche midweek. What can we say, honestly? What more can we say about this Barcelona team? Thumbs up. Let's hope we win. Hey, what more can we say, honestly? So I'll see you guys then. Tuesday will be the preview for that one, and goodbye.